You guys, it's the pollen season. I don't know if any of you are struggling. You can also hear it on my voice. I look like a mess. I don't actually feel like a mess. I'm all right. I'm super medicated with nostril spray and I don't know, something to drip in the eyes. And then I also take like a pill. It helps a lot, but yesterday I just woke up with this super bulky eye, and this morning it's even worse. It's a little sore, so yeah. But anyway, I thought today I was gonna make like a little vlog. I have some different things to share, nothing big or very special, just like a cozy little crafty vlog. I purchased some yarns. I'm gonna unpack them, maybe tell you a little about why I've chosen those yarns, what they're for. I'm also working on some new designs. I have 2 current designs that I'm working very focused on. Yeah, I have to wind some yarn, and then I just have some, yeah, just some cozy updates. So I've actually worked on this design for quite a while. I think actually a couple of years, because then I went with other ideas. This is the Flettetrøjen. It's a weave basket pattern with a cable. It's really nice. I already have the cardigan. It's called Flettecardi, and for a child's version I have this as a sweater. No cardigan, just a sweater. So this is the adult version of the Flettetrøje. I've worked it a couple of times. I've never been totally satisfied with it, and I think it's because as an adult I have mohair everywhere. I need for the adult version to I don't know, have something else about it than just being the sweater. For like the child's version is really good. Oh my god, all this. So I had this knit up with a ribbing, having 3 knit 1 purl, and I never was totally satisfied with that. Also, I had the collar bent and sewn in, which is totally doable. You could do that also with this one. For this, I'm actually just keeping it like this. When it gets blocked, it will be more loose, and especially during wear. So if I just stretch it a bit, I like that the collar is high. So, but you could totally go for the bend. And then I have been thinking about the ribbing. I actually like it when a sweater is more loose and not fitted. It's because it's the way I wear like shirts. Now this is a shirt dress, but usually I wear like a shirt. And if I'm wearing a skirt, I like to wear my sweaters sort of loose hanging, maybe with a shirt underneath, or just like you can tuck your sweater in. And I often find it difficult to style it, and so I think I'm opting for a bit more oversize. You can see there's a lot of positive ease here, so I'm opting for a bit more ease, and I am going to knit the ribbing with the same needle size as the rest. Maybe the last two rows will be like tighter. And I'm going to make like a split hem. I think this makes the sweater more, wearable. And I mean, if someone is going to knit this and they want to, they can opt for not doing the split hem and just doing the ribbing. They can even do the ribbing with a smaller needle to make it more tight if that's the option. And for the sleeves, I am still considering. I mean, they're going to have long sleeves, but if they're going to be more wide or cinching a little bit in, or if they're going to have just like a small ribbing or a wide ribbing, yeah, I'm considering still. But I have a really great feeling about this. This is my third or fourth round of designing this particular sweater, and it's just been really good for me to just let it go for a while. I think it's 2 years ago that I had someone knit up the pattern just to see if it worked, and I think it's 3 years ago that I've actually made the pattern description. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And now I've split for the sleeves. It's just all the easy and fun parts now. So I am enjoying this process. I will just see how you can cozy up. So the other design I'm working on at the moment, which is going fairly well, I have to say. I ran out of yarn and I was not happy about it because I'm not going to use a lot extra yarn. That's always the thing about different sizes, that sometimes you just have to buy, I think, the exact amount of yarn you're going to use, and then sometimes you will have a lot left over, which is the case right now. The yarn is sponsored by Wool Collective, and Wool Collective is a Danish shop and brand They have a very nice yarn shop in Værløse, which is outside of Copenhagen. And they also have a very nice online store, and they do their own yarn dyeing. They have a lot of commercial yarns as well, but they have their own line of hand-dyed yarn. And I'm actually I'm freelancing as a yarn dyer for them. So a couple times a month I go there. I have a full work day where I dye a lot of yarn. So they sponsored the yarn for this design, and it's a really nice yarn. It's a summer blend DK, which means it has alpaca and linen and silk in it, and it has, when it's knit up, it's really soft, and it has a very nice and subtle shine to it. I love the drape. I think it's really unique and nice. And what I'm knitting, I can show you now, is a camisole, and it's called the Sakura camisole. It has these sakura branches in each side, and it has a split hem. It's knit from the bottom up, so it's really not very easy to show it when I haven't assembled the shoulders yet. So I will show you in another version, because I did finish in another yarn, though I am opting to do the Kitchener stitch as a finishing. I did the 3-needle bind off with a visible hem. I don't think it works, so I'm going for the other version in the next round. But you can see the camisole here. It has the pattern in the sides, and the pattern continues up on the, what's it called? The armhole. And I actually finished with a crocheted edge with just an elastic stitch. So this yarn is called Sommerseide. It's the Landlost Sommerseide from Lana Grossa. I don't know the name. It's a really nice yarn. It's cotton and silk, half and half. But I think it's too dense for this pattern. It gets too thick, and you don't get that drape. So I wanted to change yarns. So today I am going to write the final words about the finishing for the pattern design. And then I will see if I have time to do all the math for the whole size range. And then I can actually begin to search for test knitters for this one. I think I will have to find another yarn recommendation for this design, since not everyone would be able to get their hands on Wool Collective's unique hand-dyed yarns. So I need to find a good alternative for a commercial yarn. It could be actually the pure silk from Knitting for Olive, maybe 2 strands held together. I am also considering Yndlings number 14, which is a tencel blend, though I have never knit with it myself. And then again, it could be bamboo from Viking Garn, which is a cotton bamboo yarn. Very soft and nice, very drapey, very shiny in a nice way. And maybe it could be the Seta Pura from Lana Grossa, but I am a bit on the fence about the gauge, if it gets too open in the stitches. So I'm not sure about that. I have to look into that, but when the pattern goes out, it will definitely be with a commercial yarn recommendation as well. So if you have any suggestions, the pattern gauge is 24 stitches by, I think, was it 28 rows or was it 34? The stitch count is the most important, is 24 stitches after wash and block, and it should be 24 stitches, which still leaves like vibrant drapey fabric. So if you have any recommendations towards that, please let me know in the comments below. Then I have a chance to look into it before the pattern actually goes live. I bought some yarn actually. It's Peruvian from Filcolana, and I've only knit some samples in this. I've never actually knitted in it, but it's really nice. And I bought it because I wanted to pair it up with this sucras, it's called. It's like seagrass. It's my own hand-dyed mohair, and I am, to be honest, quite unsure if it gets too messy or if it will just work out really nice. But it has like a lot of these very light areas, which are both almost off-white grayish and very light blue. So I opted for the very light gray. This is the color 950. So I am going to make a sample to just actually see how this works. But I wanted to knit up my puff puff cardigan, which I've never, I love the design, but I've never been very happy with the pictures, and I wanted to knit up something in in this version, in this yarn. And then also I'm just coming down here to speak to you. And then I bought some extra because I was thinking that this could actually be a very nice yarn to knit up a slip over, and many of you have been asking me to, or whether I would like to design a slip over version of my muslinge sweater, and I've been thinking about that a lot, and I've come up with a slip over version that I would like to wear myself. So it would be classic, but not like totally conservative. And the design idea I have is, I think it would be quite easy for me to actually write up like the first mock-up, so to say, of the pattern. So I am thinking to do or try out something else that I usually do. Usually I knit and get the idea and then I write as it goes. But I am testing out a new, what should you say, like a work habit. Excuse me. So I would like to make things a bit easier for myself, and easier in the sense that I know myself and when I get motivated and demotivated. So when the knitting is actually when I'm on fire, and when I get to the writing part, it gets really heavy for me. So I'm trying to teach myself to write the pattern in advance, so that I can actually follow that pattern while I'm knitting, and then I can do my notes and corrections, and it doesn't take that much time to actually go into an already written pattern to make the changes. And yeah, and if that works, or when that works, when I'm satisfied with the result, and the result actually assembles what's written in the pattern, it wouldn't be that much or that hard of a challenge for me to do the math and put it into, or send it into test. So I bought the yarn. I hope there's enough. I think there is. So what I'm going to do is I'm setting aside time to write the pattern as I think it will be written, and then I will start knitting the slip over. It's not right now. I think maybe it could be something I start working on over the holidays, the summer holidays, so there's some time yet. But I have some other projects ready in the back scene that I need to give a lot of focus on during the summer as well. So it's I hope I get to it project.
Hej Miley. Hej Miley, dejlig. Hjælper du mig? Ja, du hjælper mig. Det gør du. Det er regnvejr, ikke også? Det er kedeligt med regnvejr. Vi har fået en pakke hjem.
So we have a little delivery. These are just a lot of mini skeins that I'm going to dye on the upcoming period. This is actually for my Christmas calendar, or the Advent calendar. It's not all of the skeins, but I just wanted to start. So yeah, there's a lot to be done. I have to find out where to storage these. I am hoping to find storage place inside here. Maybe over there a little bit, but we'll see. It's hailing. Just to let you know, this is in the middle of May in Copenhagen, which should be springtime. 2 days ago we were lying on the sunbed tanning, but now we have hail. It just keeps coming. Is this a joke? Look at this. Hvad så, Molly? Skal du ud? So I did another yarn purchase. I don't usually buy a lot of yarns, but I mean, since I have a lot of yarns, I dye my own yarns. I used to have a yarn shop, so I usually don't buy a lot of yarns, but sometimes I need a certain yarn or a certain amount of yarns, and I also like to get to know new brands, new combinations, and so on. So I did a purchase. I tried to be very conscious about what to choose, but one of the yarn shops that I have been going back to over the years is called Garnkalasset. And Garnkalasset is a web shop and it's a physical shop. So the physical shop is on Frederiksberg in Copenhagen. I've actually never been to the shop. I've only been online. But they have a very nice range of brands, and they've always been so personal and kind in their way of handling online orders. So I've really enjoyed this. And last week, sadly, they announced that they are shutting down, which made me sad. And yeah, I don't know actually why they are shutting down. But I did a purchase because they made some discounts, and it's not long ago, I think a couple of months ago, that I actually bought a lot of yarn from them for one of those projects that I'm working on and will be working intensely on over the summer. So I immediately thought I'm gonna purchase for another color of this project, so that I have that in hand. And I found some other things, so I'm going to share with you what I bought. First of all, I bought lammeuld from Familien Davidsen, and this is a it's almost lace weight, but it's a really nice lamb's wool yarn. It comes in these small cones, and I loved this dark brown color. It has almost some tweeds. It's not actually tweeds, it's probably some variations of color in the strands. And from La Mana, their Premier, it's their version of silk mohair. It runs 310 meters, I think, 300 meters instead of 210, which is normal, but it takes up the same room in the stitch count, so you can totally just switch it off. This is the softest, most luxurious silk mohair I've probably ever knit with. It's more expensive, but you get 100 extra meters, so it's not that much. And I thought it would be very lovely together with this one. So I got enough for this, at the time, very secret upcoming design project that I'm working on. But then there were 2 left of the Premier in this, I call it like a rose quartz color, which is the color I'm already knitting on, and I thought I might as well just take the last 2 because you never know. And then I mentioned it just a minute ago, I bought the Setapura from Lana Grossa. It's an off-white. It's really soft. I've never knit in this. I've knit in pure silk from Knitting for Olive. This feels much lighter and much more like squishy and soft because it's spun really soft. And looking at it, I don't think it's going to be the perfect match for the Sakura camisole. I think the strand is just a bit too thin. Let me just see what it says about the gauge. It says, oh, it does actually say 25 stitches. That's only 1 stitch more than my... Maybe I should do a gauge swatch for this. But I did get 5 of these so that I have enough for either a camisole or a t-shirt. This would be very nice for my, I have a design called Simple Summer Tee with like a large boat neck-ish opening and a half sleeve. That would be really nice. So if it's not for the camisole, I will knit this into a summer tee. And then I got Elise from Permin. And Elise, look at these, aren't they just adorable? These very small balls. It's 25 grams and it says 150 meters. So that's 230 meters for 50 grams. So you can knit almost anything with this. It's a cotton and cashmere yarn. I have 7 balls of this. This would also be nice as a simple summer tee. So I might do that as well. That's what I got from Garnkalasset. So yeah, I think they're almost sold out, but maybe you could still get a bargain there. I don't know why they are closing the store. They seem to be very mysterious about it. I do hope that it's not related to anything tragic, like disease or divorce or anything like that. But I do wish them all the best for the future. Thank you so much for being a lovely yarn store. Yeah. What I'm looking into right now is actually a new translation. Oh, this is totally see, so you don't feel dizzy. As you know, I am working very intensely on having all of my patterns translated into English as a first language. Later on I will focus on German as well and Norwegian, but I just received the translations for my Whisper Clutch and I am really looking forward to being able to share this one in English. I just launched the English version of Sløjfefin Sweater. I will put a picture in. So that's out in English now as well. It's not fully size inclusive yet. I am looking into that as well, but for now it goes from sizes extra small to extra large. But 2, 3, 4 XL will be launching at some point soon as well. And also I just relaunched my pattern for Muslinge Mohair Blouse. Which is, it goes up to 4XL in the size range and has also been launched as an English pattern. So that's up on my Ravelry, those two. But right now I will enjoy my coffee, see if I can heat up my feet after this hail incident, and yeah, work on the Whisper Clutch English version. Anyway, I wanted to show you, I just winded the mohair up. I think this is going to be like a really good match, don't you think? There is a lot of greenish. I need to hold this better. But the overall appearance is very light grayish, blue grayish. I think it's going to be good. I am making a sample. So this is a handheld version of me saying goodbye for now. Thank you for watching. I will probably soon be doing like a more classic podcast. Might do that in Danish for my Danish very loyal followers. Maybe one of each, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I will check in soon again. It was lovely that you wanted to follow me for this little various tasks I've been on. I am receiving a new audience, new comments from all over the world. Just to say, I'm so happy that that you're joining. This was the reason why I started filming in English in the first place. I really wanted to connect with others than just the Danish knitters. So to see that you're actually finding my videos and yeah, watching them and commenting, it just yeah, it fills me with joy actually. So thank you for being here and for supporting and for checking in. Please keep up doing that. And yes, I'll see you soon. Bye.